Hey, it's Michael, and I'm standing outside my office overlooking my backyard back here in front of the chicken coop that we made, actually just built in our backyard. And I want to tell you a little story about that chicken coop and share with you a little bit of the journey that we've been on, and maybe how this journey about my chicken coop can actually help you launch your book or your product, your idea, your website, or even your business. For a long time we've lived in the city. I mean, my wife and I, we've been married for 15 years. We have 3 kids. We've always lived in neighborhoods, you know, like here in Georgia or in the South, that had, you know, multiple houses, a pool, a swim and tennis neighborhood, you know, where we could trick or treat. That's just where we've always lived. We've always loved living in a neighborhood. But a couple years ago, kind of began to think about, man, we would love to have chickens. And we couldn't have chickens in any of the neighborhoods that we lived in. It was against the HOA, it was against the rules of the neighborhood. And so we found ourselves at this place of life where we kind of, our kids had gotten a little older and we wanted to try something different. So we actually bought a new house, and we bought a new house for the first time that's not in a neighborhood. It's not, there's no tennis courts in the front or swimming pool. We've got a few neighbors, but they're pretty far away because we bought a couple acres kind of a little further out from where we used to live. And it's just quiet. In fact, I'm recording this right over here is our basement, and we've got an office down there and a studio. But right outside the door is our backyard, and it's fenced in, and there's really no neighbors in front of. We've got a big field in the front that I got to mow with a lawn tractor, and it's awesome. And so it's so quiet. We've got birds flying. There's deer that run through our yard. It's really cool, and we really love it. So we finally had the option to build a chicken coop. So we wanted to get chickens. Never had chickens. Didn't grow up with chickens. Didn't grow up with animals. Barely even had a dog. But we wanted to get chickens. And so right now in our backyard, that's our chicken coop that we built. And I'm not overly handy. My wife is actually more handy than I am. But we wanted to build this chicken coop. So it's about 64 square feet. It's 8 by 8. It's raised up off the ground. There's 13 chickens inside of it. We started with 15. We ordered 15, but 2 died when they were less than 4 days old. It was kind of sad day in our house. But there's 13 chickens in there. They're about 5-6 weeks old right now. They're going to start laying eggs, you know, in the beginning of the year, and we're going to get, I mean, probably close to a dozen eggs every day. And I don't really know what we're going to do with them. We're going to give them away to friends. But we built that chicken coop, and it's pretty crazy. It's got a roof on it. It's got windows. My wife hooked up a watering thing to it, so the chickens can go peck at the thing and get water. And then there's an enclosed run to protect the chickens from, you know, hawks that fly by. And it's crazy. It took us about a month, and we built it. But here's why I'm telling you that story. When we didn't know anything about chickens, we didn't know anything about building chicken coops, but we were able to learn everything that we wanted to know by some going online and watching some videos, watching YouTube videos. I watched way more YouTube videos on building chicken coops than I'd probably care to admit. But I found a great website called backyardchickens.com. And I created an account. I posted some stuff in the forums. I asked people some questions. I downloaded a bunch of pictures and plans and found out what kind of waters to get, what kind of food to get, all the stuff that I was wondering about. With a couple books that we bought, like actual books from Amazon that I read on paper, and then everything on this website, in this forum, it taught me everything that I need to know. I'd never built a chicken coop before, but I was so thankful that people had done it before and shared their journey. And some of the posts that people shared, their step-by-step pictures, exactly how they solved different problems, it helped us big time when it came time to build this chicken coop. Now, I'm telling you all this story on a website that is about an online course for a reason. When we went out to build our chicken coop, we got help because we'd never done it before. And we wanted to learn from people who had done it before and learn from their mistakes. And so I found some great information and processed that great information. And that information helped us tremendously solve the problem and fulfill our little small dream of having a chicken coop. Now, here's what I know. You're watching this video because you've got an idea. Maybe you've got a book or a product, a CD, maybe you've got a course, maybe you've got a resource, maybe you got a service, you've got an idea that you want to start your own business. Maybe it's a side business. You want to just do a little bit of stuff on the side and see if it'll work. And you've got all these ideas, you've got all this passion, you've got all this energy, and it can be overwhelming knowing where to start. I mean, believe me, when that was just ground back there, it was overwhelming knowing where to start. And we had to just start digging the 4 posts and get them in the ground. That was the first step. And so I wanted to put together a resource that would help you take steps toward launching your business, launching your product. If you've got something to sell, this course is for you. And in this course, I'm going to walk through 4 kind of key things of how to build influence, how to build a mailing list or a customer base. You don't have to think of it as a mailing list. It's just people who want to hear from you and trust you. How to build influence with them, how to kind of create your product and get your product matched up with the right audience, and then ultimately how to sell that product online, because you can have a great whatever it is, but if nobody knows about it, nobody buys it, it's not going to help them and it's not going to help you. And so I put all this together in a course that I'm calling Sales Shift. And basically it's my chicken coop plans for your business and your idea or your project. And so I'd be honored if you were to check it out. I priced it really low. I've taken a lot of these courses. I personally spent $2,000 on an online course, not once but twice, 2 different courses. And online courses are very, very valuable if you find the right ones. But I didn't price this at $2,000. I priced it so that really, I want everybody, if you're watching this video from your computer, you can afford this course. And so I want you to get it, and I want you to go through it, and I want you to watch it. I put some resources, some documents in there. I've answered some common questions, and I'm going to help you kind of take your idea and launch it out into the world. That's what I want to do. I would love to do that for you. If you believe in your idea, if you believe in your thing that you're trying to get out there, I want this course, and my hope is that this course will help push it forward and help you get started and help you take key steps. So all the information is on this page. I didn't want to make any kind of bozo offers or any kind of crazy stuff like that. But I do promise that if it doesn't help, if it's not what you were thinking, if it turned out not to be what you're looking for, I'll give you a refund, because I really want to help you move your idea forward. And that's why I created this course, and that's why I'd love to invite you to join me inside of it. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you have a great weekend, and gobble, gobble, gobble. Wait, that's turkeys.